I'm testing a new iPhone app called TickleMeThink. So we're now checking the first screen here, which is a welcome screen, which is asking me to get started. So there are 4 steps to this on defining the problem, capturing ideas, new ideas, and not to censor anything and have fun. So that's the first screen where I define my problem. It's called new business for me. And my question is, how do I get new business, new clients? So that's my problem statement. I click on next, and now I see this icon which says it's been saved. So the next thing is I go to tab some ideas that I already have on my new business, which is to talk to my existing clients, or I'm sorry, talk to my former colleagues. And I continue my idea generation of known ideas. Incidentally, there is a red dot which shows that you can even record it. So I'm looking at past records, and locating former clients who haven't done any business with me for the last 2 years. So that could be one interesting source. Okay, so I save the idea after this. So I continue with some more ideas of my own. So here it's about talking to former colleagues from my agency days, or former clients from my agency days. I used to work for an advertising agency. So I save that idea. Now I am going in for new ideas, and there is this icon which shows me that I can see video tutorials. So I start with action verbs, and the app throws me random verbs. And finally, I'm looking at these, and I settled down on reopen and kept some ideas on that. In reopen, I'm saying, why don't I look at proposals that I have that submitted some time ago and are still pending. Maybe I can activate something there. So that reopens the discussions on this, and it could result into some new assignment for me. So that's one idea, this verb through up. So I save this idea, then go for looking at, I have 4 ideas now. I look for another action verb, and again some random verbs come up, and I keep looking, and finally I'm listen. I'm settling for listen. So in listen, I'm saying, what if I had a one-to-one conversation with my clients? With my prospective clients. I call these meetings the listening meeting. So I listen to what is bugging them about the business, what is bugging them now, and what problems are they facing. Then that's going to give me a foot in the door for further conversations then I can go back with some ideas. So I've got two ideas from action verbs. I go for another technique called jolts now. Jolts are powerful questions, and these again are thrown at me at random, and I keep looking at them, and finally I'm looking at some nice ones there. What strengths and talents do you have that others do not have? What ideas does that suggest? That's an interesting one. So I'm starting to look at that, and I'm saying I write well, I speak well, maybe I should get into the speaking business. It's not a bad idea. A professional speaker. And that can open some new doors. So I go for some more new ideas. This time I'm looking at something from quotes. Some interesting quotes from Bernard Shaw and Robert Frost, C.S. Lewis, one and Gandhi, and Einstein. Einstein says the true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. The word imagination uh, opens up some thoughts in my mind, and I'm saying, what if I conduct I conducted a webinar on how to ignite imagination. So that could be an interesting thing. This is a common issue with many clients. So I then invite all my current clients for this webinar and past clients as well. And some prospects too. Okay, not a bad idea. And after that workshop, I would mail the video, the recorded video, to them as a reminder and a record for them. And use that as a talking point. And ask for meetings. Save this idea and then go for some more new ones. And this time I'm going to look at some visuals. There's a whole lot of interesting visuals coming up, all throughout the random. And then I'm looking for something, and finally settle down on railway tracks. I always like trains, and these train tracks really ignite some very interesting thoughts in my mind. So I'm saying that I must continue my current work, like staying on track, which is a disciplined way of working. Continue current work with dedication, but change the tracks to show results that beat expectations. So, so it's not a straight boring track in one sense to see. So it can create a wow and therefore generate word of mouth. So the next one I'm really looking at is calling a friend. So that opens up my contact list. Then I actually come across my wedding contractor who I've known for a number of years, and based on my conversation with him, I get some interesting thoughts. The thing that he's always done is to make the experience of working with him very, very memorable, very pleasurable and memorable. So make the experience of working with me so delightful that and I also deliver results at the same time. So results beyond expectations. This can actually make things very powerful, very strong word of mouth, and you're on top of the mind in the radar screen anytime they want to work in your area of expertise. So this will generate new business regularly. So I save this idea and go for another one. But this time, okay, I'm quickly taking a look. I had 9 ideas now, and I'm looking at another one, and now doing a web search very quickly in Google, and I'm looking at get new clients as my search string. So I get the fast way to find new customers, 8 ways to get new customers, 101 ideas to get more freelance, 10 creative tips to attract new customers. Very interesting. So I pick up some interesting random thoughts from there. So one thought that comes from there is to contribute articles to websites for entrepreneurs. So therefore, you get noticeability, and surely a couple of them will get in touch with us later on. So I save that idea, and then now take a quick check of what I've got. In a matter of about 7-8 minutes, maybe, or 9 minutes, I got about 9 ideas, and 2 ideas were something, or 3 ideas I could think of, and I got 10 ideas. And 7 of them are new, very different from what I thought of. Now, the last thing is I'm checking out this section on R. Sridhar, and he's offering to give me some thoughts on how